A couple of years ago, I was listening to a talk on how our daily commutes are a key driver of climate change. Because we drive to work, the speaker explained, we burn fossil fuels and contribute to global warming. But whether or not we drive to work is only a small part of the equation when it comes to climate change. You might think that because you don't drive, you aren't part of the problem. But the screen you're watching this on right now had to get here on a plane, ship, or truck. You may walk to the grocery store, but the groceries you bought definitely didn't. They too had to get on a plane, ship, or truck. So whether we like it or not, we've become so dependent on our transportation systems that simply banning trucks or reducing the number of flights we take just isn't a solution anymore. What is a solution is changing the fuel we use to propel our vehicles. At our lab, we've been able to develop a simple process to convert any waste fat or oil into a renewable and sustainable fuel that's suitable to be used on ground transportation vehicles. Now that's great news for cars and trucks, but what about planes? How can we upgrade our fuel to be able to be used on planes? In other words, how can we go from waste to wings? Now that question is what my research is trying to answer. Simply put, the reason why we can't use our renewable fuel on planes is because our fuel freezes at minus 10 degrees Celsius. But when you're 30,000 feet in the air, temperatures can get way colder than that, and our fuel would freeze. And at 30,000 feet in the air, trust me, you don't want your fuel freezing. The reason fuel freezes is due to the shape of the molecules in the fuel. Now, fuel freezing is a lot like building a wall. When the bricks are uniform and easily stackable, it's very easy to build a strong, solid wall. When the bricks are jagged and irregular, it's much harder to build a wall. Likewise, molecules in fuel can be stackable or not easily stackable. On the top right, we have what we call normal chain molecules that are easily stackable and therefore tend to freeze more easily. On the bottom right, we have branched chain molecules, which due to their irregularity are less easily stackable and therefore can resist freezing. It turns out that our renewable fuel, the one that's suitable for cars and trucks, is made up of mostly the normal stackable molecules. That's fine for cars and trucks, but if we want to use that fuel on planes, we'll need to increase the amount of irregularities in the molecules to lower its freezing point and allow it to be used on planes. Where I'm at with my research right now is I've been able to develop a mineral that when reacted with our fuel at high temperatures can add branches or irregularities to our normal molecules, therefore converting them into branched molecules and lowering the freezing point. This makes the fuel suitable to be used on planes. By further developing this method, by going from waste to wings, from landfill to runway, we can lessen the impact of the aviation sector on climate change and hopefully go on a vacation without feeling too guilty about global warming. Thank you.